Radio Harrow.
Hello, I'm Charles Biggie. I live in Chesham.
Hello, my name's Elliot. I live in Bournemouth.
I'm Donna. I'm from Pinner.
I'm Andrew. I'm from High Wycombe.
I'm Wendy. I'm from Ealing.
Hi, I'm Steve, and I'm from Willesden Green. I'm a musician.
And I'm a carpet salesman.
A software developer.
A coordinator at the BBC.
I'm a continuity announcer and I work for Sky and Channel 4.
I'm a senior parliamentary researcher.
And I volunteer at Radio Harrow.
I volunteer at Radio Harrow.
And I volunteer at Radio Harrow.
And I volunteer at Radio Harrow.
Who are we? Originally started in 1971, Radio Northwick Park was a charity run by volunteers to provide patient visiting and a broadcast entertainment service to Northwick Park Hospital. Aimed at entertaining the patients, it quickly became one of the first hospital radio stations in the UK to broadcast 24 hours a day and online.
Meanwhile, Harrow Community Radio was a non-profit community radio station set up in 2010. It acted as a platform for the local community to have a voice, showcasing the vibrant music scene, vibrant events and vibrant people, highlighting the diversity of Harrow. In just 5 years, it created strong links throughout the borough.
In 2015, the two stations merged to form Radio Harrow.
Radio Harrow is a community radio station.
We broadcast 60 hours of live shows a week.
We cover Brent, Harrow and Ealing.
We have 100 volunteers.
We visit 10,000 patients a year.
So Radio Harrow provides entertainment, health and well-being to the community, really, and to the patients of Northwick Park Hospital.
How do we run Radio Harrow? Radio Harrow is entirely run by volunteers. At the top of the chain, we have our trustees, who oversee the development of the charity.
Then we have the management board, who handle the day-to-day running of the station. This includes programming, marketing, recruitment, finance and IT.
Next, it's the studio managers, who manage each daily team of volunteers. These are the people who get you trained up and involved in all things Radio Harrow.
So that's us in a nutshell. But where do you begin? The first thing to do will be to get all your details sorted. All your paperwork will be processed, including permits, DBS and reference checks.
Then, from your first week, you'll be shown the ropes of the type of show we do on a daily basis. You'll be visiting patients and collecting stories.
You'll be shown how to produce our show and compile the playlist and running order. Working with the team, you'll come up with ideas and content for the programme.
You'll even help write news bulletins and create features for our daily flagship programme.
I enjoy it because it brings everyone together, no matter how old or how young we are. We all get together as a group, we're great friends, and we entertain the wider community in Harrow.
The choice of music, and I love going up to see the patients and talking to them.
I enjoy the interaction we get when we go up on the wards of Northwick Park Hospital to actually talk to real people.
Bring some comfort to patients here in Northwick Park Hospital,
who have stories all from different walks of life, and I find that really interesting to get to meet them and talk to them.
Hearing really interesting stories.
Well, they reflect the community.
And it just gives you a chance to meet people who sometimes don't have anyone to visit them in hospital.
Visiting the patients and who you're broadcasting to.
With a chance to improve their day.
And yeah, just make their stay here a little bit more comfortable by playing their favourite music.
And you know that you're always going to turn up and share lots of great ideas, whether yours or other people's.
And it sort of becomes a bit of a family. That's one of the things that kind of keeps me coming back to Radio Harrow.
And that's one of the highlights of my whole week. It puts everything into perspective for me, and you meet some lovely people.
I love the banter. The banter between all of us when we get together is a lot of fun.
So it's really nice just for that 1 hour to really be able to do something just for them. I think it's a really nice thing to be able to give back. And that's why we really like to make the shows as entertaining, as professional as possible.
Later. After 4 weeks of continued attendance, you can take a voice test.
Then co-present our flagship show, learning to read the news and create features. Here's our guys to tell you more.
What can volunteers learn?
Lots, actually. Yeah, interacting.
presenting,
audio production, journalism.
Your latest news headlines at 8:30.
And even presenting the news as well.
It's how to work a studio.
You can gain confidence behind a microphone.
Working with different people, working as a team.
How to talk to perfect strangers and as if they've known them for years. That's what we do when we're visiting patients.
building confidence, I think, is one that doesn't get mentioned a lot.
Get creative with radio and interviewing lots of different people.
Interact with the wider community.
Not just here in our studios in Northwood Park Hospital, but also out and about in the community.
You get to take your ideas and try them out.
And taking on responsibilities within Radio Harrow itself.
Really putting something back into the community.
You can learn about yourself as well. I think that's really important. You really find out who you are and what interests you when it comes to actually producing shows and putting those together.
You'll be trained how to present your own show, including engineer the mixing desk, creating voiceovers and making radio adverts.
We also offer training on industry standard software such as Audacity and Myriad and much more.
I present a show called The Sunday Shuffle.
I do a house and electronic music show called Beats, Jams and Vibes.
I present the Ultimate Mixtape, co-present a talk show.
A rock show.
Soul show, soul music show.
The license to just play whatever I like.
The music of the 5 decades, I take it right back to the 1950s and also the modern stuff as well.
Funk, soul and Motown. Something I love is that genre of music.
I mix in a lot of 80s music because that tends to be where I gravitate.
Punk and hard rock music, which is my favourite genre.
I tend to play things that are a little bit forgotten and need dusting off, or just very, very obscure and strange stuff.
But I really love lots of different genres of music, and it's just a musical free-for-all, really.
I enjoy it because it allows me to play the music I enjoy.
I don't put it together just for me. I put it together for the audience as well.
And I want to be able to share them with people and see if they enjoy it as much as I do.
Soon you will see yourself finding your strengths and developing new talents.
The most important thing I've gained from being a part of Radio Harrow is confidence.
Confidence, I would say.
Is the confidence.
Confidence, I think.
I think people skills has got to be probably the one thing that I can say that's really improved for me as a volunteer at Radio Harrow.
Giving back to the community that I grew up in.
You're able to communicate with people and bring some joy to a time which they might otherwise find, very, very, very tough to get by.
Sense of being part of something and actually being able to feed in and contribute to something, which is quite an important thing, I think, to have.
A knowledge of what young people like to listen to.
Radio skills. I'm not a professional broadcaster. I don't aspire to be, but I do love broadcasting.
Learning how to present as well on the microphone.
Definitely comfort in the live broadcast environment and just basic sort of radio broadcast skills.
And it's allowed me actually to further my career in my actual career rather than volunteering.
Definitely with volunteering, it's actually helped me secure a couple of different job interviews and also a job role with the skills that I've learned in here.
Like from someone that was really shy and retiring to then be leading a group of 20 people on a night is just ridiculous. How did I ever end up doing that? And then I was also the communications manager, which is just a whole different skill set that has massively helped the way I write, the way I do social media. I've learnt so much just from being at this station.
Beyond our studio walls, there are many ways we get you out and about. You'll have the chance to broadcast, fundraise and get involved in plenty of special events. Here are some of our favourites.
Hands down, my favourite event was when we did the
charity football game. The football match.
The celebrity football match.
And we're broadcasting live from Harrow Borough Football Club. The Arsenal, ex-pros and celebrities have literally just hit the pitch.
We're away.
And we're underway. Bo Morte. Intercepted by Elliot Isaacson.
Oh,
he's gone forward, actually. He's now broken way through. He tries to chip the keeper.
Oh,
he's tried to
that's it! What a goal!
On the volley! On the volley!
What did I say?
Goal! Releases the ball quite quickly. And
That's
it's
it.
all over. That's it. It's all over this afternoon. Live from Ellesmead here.
Really was something different that we could do for not only the station as a whole, but for the community.
Local Radio Day.
Local Radio Day.
We're broadcasting live from the middle of Harrow Town Centre.
For 12 hours solid, in the heart of the community, with the people that you're serving.
Christmas Day request show.
We were involved in the turning on of the Christmas lights in Harrow Town Centre.
The Harrow Show.
Harrow Show.
I think the Pin Affair.
Pin a wheelbarrow race.
I've really liked the pin a wheelbarrow race. It's always a bit of a laugh.
It's one of Radio Harrow's teams. You can see by the T-shirt. This is John in the wheelbarrow. Give them a round of applause. They're off and running.
The best weekend ever, I have to say.
The best weekend.
Interspersed with the brave souls running on the treadmill at Harrow Leisure Centre.
Radio Harrow's best weekend ever.
I am currently at Harrow Leisure Centre in Wildstone.
Okay.
And we have John Hart, who's on the treadmill right now at the moment. We're doing our treadmill challenge basically today. One treadmill, and we're seeing how many miles we can clock up.
There are plenty of ways to keep up with Radio Harrow wherever you may be.
You can check out the website, see the schedule, and catch up on shows and listen again.
Listen and download exclusive interviews and more on Mixcloud and our podcast page on iTunes. Come find our social media channels.
Like us on Facebook, look at us on Instagram, and follow us on Twitter.
You can now watch our new videos on YouTube. There's no reason to miss out. So, that's Radio Harrow.
Just before we go, here's some words from those who have been where you are now.
The key bit of advice I would give to new volunteers.
I would say come with an open mind.
Really embrace the opportunity that Radio Harrow gives you.
Don't overthink anything. You may be nervous getting onto the microphone or talking on air.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Just give everything a go.
Muck in, get in.
Get stuck in there.
Do everything.
Do as much as you can.
Get involved right away, but there's not much choice. That's kind of, you get pulled in pretty quickly.
Learn as much as you can. Learn to produce, learn to present.
Be excited, be energetic.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy it.
Have a lot of fun.
Everyone's really helpful here, so they'll take you under the wing, show you the ropes.
We are like one big family.
There's nothing to lose and you can gain so much.
Just hang in there for a couple of weeks, you start to find your feet.
And you may not realise actually the bit that you really enjoy until you've actually done it, and it may really surprise you.
Never say no.
Be yourself. No one can do it better than you can.
So, that's us. The teams, the shows, the events.
The opportunities, the experience.
And now you. So, let's get started.